not ready for either one. A dog or a baby? That's like saying, yeah, I'm either gonna get a skateboard or my pilot's license. It's whatever I have time for. It is insane to me how easy it is to have and keep a baby. Like, if you get your appendix removed, they won't let you take it home. But if you have a baby, they're just like, here, you drop this. And you know there are days at the hospital, nurses look at each other like, are we gonna let this happen? They both have neck tattoos. One says fuck, one says babies. Either way they stand, it's bad news. Really? This is fine. This is fine with you. What were you gonna name her? Big Red after your truck. Yeah, we gotta do something. If you want to adopt a kid, you have to jump through so many hoops, but if you just have one, they're like, that's yours forever. No questions asked? That's insane. There's no exit interview on the way out of the hospital to make sure you're okay. Just like, hey, before we hand you a baby forever, can you put this metal bowl in the microwave for me? Some of us not clapping, I encourage you to go home and try that. Nobody tell them. I have a friend who has a 7-year-old, and she shouldn't. And she just bought him an iPhone. I'm like, for what? She's like, it's for protection. I'm like, get him a sword. You're a terrible mother. I said, do you punish this little prince? And she goes, yes. As a matter of fact, sometimes I will take away that iPhone for a whole week and make him use a flip phone. Yeah, a flip phone's a punishment now. All over the United States, there are little kids going, no! Oh, I can play, it's Snake! That is not a punishment. Do you want to hear a real punishment? When I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to walk to school in the morning with my friends because my dad said I'd get abducted. But then anytime I forgot to do a chore, he would make me walk home from school alone, as if to say, you don't want to do your dishes? Well, we don't care if you disappear this week. That's a punishment. That's why I'm up here. But I was trying to understand my friend's parenting style because I don't have kids because I'm responsible. And I said, have you thought about alternative punishments? And she goes, like what? I said, I don't know, chores, grounding, spanking. She's like, oh! I'm like, what, is he behind me? Did he hear? Where is he? You got eyes on him? She's like, I can't believe you suggested I spank my child. I said, whoa. Nobody suggested that. I don't believe in spanking, but I did get spanked. So there's a little bitter part of me for a while that was like, they're not gonna have it better than me, that I had to work through in therapy. And I've done that work, and I wasn't sure if you had. It was just a question. Also, why are you acting like I invented spanking? I didn't come in here like, you know what would be good? Like, we both got spanked. What are you talking about? I got spanked growing up. Did you guys get spanked? Yeah. Do you feel fine? I feel fine. 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 If we keep saying it, will we be fine? Maybe. You know, every 3 years, you're like, was I abused? Let's not ruin Christmas. Have you guys realized your parents messed you up yet? Have you found that stray dent in your head? You're like, what happened there? They're like, we did our best. That's what happened there. You were slippery, so. Yeah, this happened as adults. You realize your parents messed you up based on how other people react to stories about your childhood. Stories you thought were fine, because when you're a kid, you're stupid. You're just like, everybody gets tied in the yard. Happy 4th of July. Fast forward 10 years, you're at a work party. Everyone's going around swapping stories like, yeah, my mom was crazy. She used to make us take our shoes off in the house. And you're like, oh my God, I know. We wore muzzles at night. What happened? Why'd everyone get sad? We could wear them on the carpet. It wasn't like her thing. But my friend was very offended, and I felt terrible. And I said, I'm very sorry. And she said, you know what, Taylor? I'm never going to spank my kid. Our parents shouldn't have spanked us either. Spanking is the same as hitting. And I was like, okay, back up. There was a huge difference between what my parents did and hitting. Location, location, location. They never spanked me in the face. There's stuff in my face. People can see that, all right? There was nothing in my butt except justice for my parents. I got spanked so much growing up, I thought that's what your butt was for. I thought God made the first kid and was like, I better add some fat somewhere in case this starts mouthing off at Olive Garden. All the time. I saw a baby in a fedora last week and I was like, I need to make something and put a hat on it right now. It came from somewhere inside me I didn't know existed. I felt like a young boy who'd just seen porn for the first time. Just like, what's happening to my body? I have to go home forever. I do still get annoyed with other people's kids, which I think will keep me empty a little bit longer. Like my biggest pet peeve are those babies that wave at you from strollers. Have you seen these babies? They're strangers to you, but they wave like you owe them money or something. And it's like, hi, don't engage, it's a trap. The same thing happens every time. Hi. 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 Hi, sweetie, how are you? You know why they laugh? Because they just wasted your time. They know one word, it's not a conversation. That's a dead end. That would be like me walking up to a French person like, bonjour. They get excited, start talking to me in French, and I just go, ha ha! Then a bigger person wheels me away in a carriage. Au revoir, asshole. You thought you made a friend, baguette. I do want to have kids, but I want to make sure before I have them that I have made enough mistakes so that I give great advice as a parent. You have to make mistakes, learn from them, and then you give amazing advice. My dad read his Bible every night. He got a scholarship to college. He married my mom, and then he had us. His advice was terrible. He'd be like, don't do that. And we're like, why? And he's like, I don't know, kid. I read it in a book. I've never really lived. Joel Osteen pose. My uncle was a drug-dealing alcoholic who got shot in the 90s. I listen to everything that man says. Because he can back it up. He's like, don't do that. Why? Because Uncle Larry P's sitting down now. Go play. I just don't want to be one of these people that has kids too soon before I think about what it's going to be like. Like, my biggest fear is the technology thing. Like, my kids are always going to have the internet. And don't get me wrong, I'm young. I had the internet pretty early. I got the internet just as I was going through puberty, which was awesome. I had a magic box I could hop on and be like, is this hairnormal.com, upload picture? And then someone from Arkansas is like, you're probably fine. And I'm like, cool, I'm getting back on my bike. Like, I don't know what people did during puberty before the internet, just like read Judy Blume until they started tingling. Like, what happened? Can you imagine going through puberty in the 1300s? Back then you were alone. Something weird was happening downstairs. You're like, that's a little strange. Hope I'm not a witch. I can't go swimming. My daughter will always have the internet. From the time that she is born to the time she dies, she's always going to have it. And I have to explain to her that the internet is the most beautiful, amazing, disgusting, horrifying thing in the universe. How do you do that in a balanced, measured way? Just like, hey, sweetie, have so much fun on the internet, talk to your friends, do your homework, but be careful, because a lot of people in there want to kill you. Everyone on the internet wants to kill me. No, not everybody. Some of them are just nice kids from Arkansas who want to let you know your pubic hair is A-okay. But yeah, some of them want to wear you like a skin jacket. So just please look out for mommy, okay? But you met daddy on the internet. That's different. I met your daddy on a dating app. He sent me a very thoughtful emoji. And just really saw me for me. But how did you know daddy wasn't a bad internet person who wanted to kill you? Look, you little bitch, I didn't, okay? I didn't, but mommy was going through a dry spell. Your daddy had nice shoulders, so I took a fucking chance. Tale as old as time. Disney movie, and I hid in the kitchen, and I thought, we'll get through these 4 hours together. Halfway through the Disney movie, this little girl, she's 6 years old, she comes running up to me in the kitchen, and she goes, Taylor, what does being in love feel like? And it's tough, you know, because how do you even begin to explain love to a child that young? How do you even begin to explain romance and courtship? You know, it's complicated. There's an app and you got to download it and swipe. There's a whole resume you have to fill out, take a picture from a pier, Facetune it. That's another app, okay? But I didn't want to lie to her, and I wanted to relate it to something she would have understood, something that she would have experienced in her young life. So I thought about it, and I said, being in love is sort of like, okay, do you remember when you got lost at the grocery store? That was scary, right? But then do you remember how you felt when you finally found your mom? How safe and happy and relieved you were? And how you ran up to her and you grabbed her leg? And then you looked up and it wasn't your mom? That's kind of what it's like out here, yeah. You think you know somebody, turns out it's just some stranger with your mom's niece. Trust no one, swipe left. So that's not good. But you do need to be realistic. I have girlfriends that are terrible about this. A friend told me that she thinks the perfect relationship is one where you feel safe but not bored. I'm like, bitch, get an Xbox. That's not gonna happen. You have to think about what you want and what you need in a relationship. Because what you want is usually a fantasy, and what you need is what's gonna make you truly happy. Same friends, I want Channing Tatum. It's well, you need Seth Rogen, so make peace with it. I've been thinking a lot about what I want and need in a partner because I travel all the time. I have a weird job where I work at night. If I want to have a family, what I need is a stay-at-home dad. The problem is, I don't want someone who, plans to be a stay-at-home dad. You know those guys who are I'd love to be a stay-at-home dad. You just sit on the floor, smoke weed, eat crumbs. That guy sucks. That guy watches your water break and asks you for a ride to the hospital. The only upside to marrying that dude is he'll never leave the baby in a hot car because he doesn't have one. I need a guy with goals and drive and ambition, and I need him to give all that up to support mine. I need to find a winner and destroy him. I want to say, this is my husband. He used to do this. And I can feel some people pulling back oh, Taylor, he's going to resent you. I know. I'm kind of into that. I'm super into it. Because I've dated dudes that don't make as much money as me. Almost exclusively. What up? And one of them really hated it. It made him feel embarrassed and emasculated. And it was, so hot. Oh my God, I'm come here, baby girl, we'll role play. You can be the breadwinner tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, you go right back to making pancakes in the morning. Don't get cocky just because daddy lent you some pants. I have a savings account that makes me daddy. Then I dated a guy who was super fine with the situation. He's like, so you make more money than me. Who cares? Doesn't matter to me at all. And I was like, oh. Okay. And I don't need you to be upset always. I just want that edge in our relationship. I need you to choke me in bed, but kind of mean it a little. I want that power struggle to keep it hot. I want you to make those passive-aggressive comments at dinner parties and make all our friends drive home. What was that? Are they okay? Sitting in that circle before dinner drinking wine, just so how are you, Bill? He's like, oh, pretty good. Hard to sleep with all these dead dreams under my pillow. Am I laughing? I've been practicing. Anyway, I'm just gonna get another beer. Honey, do you want anything? I mean, you've already taken everything from me. I'm doing finger guns because I can't shoot you for real. And I'm like, ooh, don't worry about him, everyone. You know how they are, right before they get their allowance. I don't know who she is. Here's how much of an introvert I am. Recently, I read a statistic that said in 80% of homicide cases, the killer was someone the victim knew. When I read that, I was relieved. Like, thank God I don't want to get murdered and meet somebody. Oh, that's a lot for a Friday, getting stabbed and acquainted. Just dump me in the river. Don't introduce yourself, Jeff. So glad you guys are doing well. I'm doing okay. I am halfway through my 20s and I am done with this shit. Oh my God, I'm sick of my 20s. I'm so sick of people telling me to enjoy them. They're not fun. They are 10 years of asking yourself, will I outgrow this or is it a problem? Like, is this a phase or a demon? I just need to know. Like, am I fun or should I go to a meeting? Someone help me. And people get upset when I complain about being young. I had a woman come up to me after a show furious. She's like, you should really appreciate this time of your life because someday you're going to have a family like me and you're really going to miss it. I'm like, where are your kids buried? Holy shit. I'm just trying to get to my car, ghost of Christmas future. And if you're sitting there going, Taylor, you should be grateful. I miss my 20s. No, you don't. What you miss is a time in your life where you didn't have a lot of responsibilities because nobody expected anything from you. But do you remember why nobody expected anything from you? Because you sucked. That's what everybody forgets about your 20s. You were garbage. Thinner garbage, but you were garbage. You have no intuition, no instincts, you can't make decisions, only mistakes. That's why you're thin in your 20s. You don't have a gut to listen to yet. There's no mystic bad feeling under your ribs going, hey, maybe don't date a DJ again. Nobody expects me to do shit right. I'm like, what can I bring to the potluck, Nana? She's like, napkins, can you handle that? Dry ones this time. And if they say Starbucks on them, I swear to God, Taylor, go to a Dollar Tree, stop ruining Easter. Like, that's all I've been able to achieve. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I did start using weed this last year. You can tell because I say, thank you. You can tell because I say using like it's PowerPoint. Wow, I suck. I started taking edibles at night because I was having trouble sleeping. Some of my friends got too excited at first. They're like, oh, now we can get high and go see Spider-Man. And I was like, oh, no, I only do that at night. And they're like, wow, you ruined weed, too. How did you do that? I had to start taking something at night because I was having nightmares as an adult, which is like when you get braces at 40. Everybody's like, you're still doing that? It's like, yeah, I guess. It was embarrassing. And nightmares as an adult are so much worse than nightmares as a kid. So much worse. A lot of things are worse as an adult. I think we know that. Have you guys tried to give yourselves an adult pep talk lately? Yeah, it is laughable. It's impossible. You can pep yourself up when you're a kid because you still believe in stuff like Santa and magic and the government. Like, you still think there are forces at work for you. So you can shadow box in the bathroom mirror. Like, you're going to do it because you're great and I believe in you. And as an adult, you're just leaning on that sink like, you're going to do it because what other goddamn choice do you have? You guys tried to buy greeting cards for your family as adults? Can't do that anymore. Too much has happened. And Hallmark can't cover it. When you're a kid, you run into CVS on Father's Day like, you're the best dad in the whole world. I'm done. As an adult, you walk down that aisle just like, you've always been there for me. Nope. Thank you for accepting me exactly as I... Okay, try again. I couldn't have asked for a better... You know what? Screw this. Excuse me, do you guys have any that just say, you are my dad? How about you screwed my mom? You got any of those? I'll get a blank one. It's fine. All right. You are a father. This is a day. Here is a card. Nailed it. When you have a nightmare as a kid, you can run somewhere for comfort. You can go to your parents like, I had a dream that there was a werewolf and a vampire and my hands were snakes. And they're like, you're an idiot. Go back to sleep. None of that's real. Why did we have you? And you're like, okay, awesome. As an adult, you wake up from nightmares like, I had a dream that there was an earthquake and I got cancer and you cheated on me. And everybody's like, oh yeah, that'll probably happen. They're not even dreams, they're just premonitions. So I started taking these edibles at night, these little chocolate-covered blueberries, because if I'm gonna be a drug addict, I'm gonna have a treat. And when I started taking them, I was so nervous about becoming a druggie that I would cut them in half and then just nibble on half until I got sleepy. Do you know how afraid of your own personality you have to be hunched over one blueberry? The smallest of the fruits, with a plastic knife from Taco Bell, just like, ooh, be careful. You don't want to be fun to hang out with. I've never been drunk because I'm pretty sure I'm an alcoholic. The only times I've ever wanted to drink are alone in a La Quinta Inn, and I'm told that's when you're not supposed to do it. So I stay away from the stuff. I have been pulled over for drunk driving, completely sober, which is a great way to find out that you're a terrible driver. When cops are stopping you on the highway, like, are you wasted? And you're like, no, officer, that was my best. That cop didn't believe me either. He just kept hounding me. He's like, how much have you had to drink? How much have you had? How much have you had? And finally I was just like, no, officer, you don't understand. Okay, I'm not drunk. I've never been drunk. I don't even know how. I'm a little sad. Is there a sad driving test? I think they should have one. Like, instead of a breathalyzer, they just have you sigh into a harmonica. And if it's on pitch, like, out of the car, Johnny Cash, can't have you on the road. But I'm at a bit of a am I better than everybody? What's that? No, I don't need help. Someone loves me. I'll find the towels right after I cancel therapy. I'm all fixed. I wore that ring for 2 months. I never got used to it. It kept getting caught on stuff like sweaters and my freedom. Like, it was cumbersome. It also just didn't look right on me. It was a diamond on this. It looked stupid. I looked like a rescue dog in a Gucci sweater. It was so dumb. I mean, I had a friend who goes, are you afraid you're gonna get mugged? I'm like, bitch, I look like I stole it. Are you serious? I knew I was too young to be getting married because people kept telling me that I was. I had so many people that were like, I got married at 25. Don't know if I'd do that again. I'm like, aren't you guys still together? They're like, yeah. I had a woman at one of my shows yell at me from the audience. She goes, you should really wait till you're 27 to get married. I said, why 27? She goes, because that's when your frontal lobe is finished developing in your brain. That's when your brain's done, 27. Yeah, what a mean fact to yell at someone. It's like, oh, you think you're happy, Scarecrow? Why don't you wait a beat till the wizard gets you a brain? I've been drinking since noon. Make me laugh. But I Googled it, and that fact is real. And that fact is proof that God is a man, because who else would finish your boobs years before your brain? That's bullshit. You're telling me no one up in heaven's like, hey, God, are you going to finish the brain today? Because you keep putting it off and it seems important. He's like, this is important. Don't tell me how to do my job. I'm God, damn it. I'm going to make one of them bigger for like 8 years. You're not off to a great start, sweetheart. But this girl made a whole video for Instagram, Facebook, all of them. She's like, hey guys, so as you probably heard, I just got married. And I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break from social media just to focus on my new wifely duties. Wifely duty. I'm like, you can't blow your husband and share cat videos? You have 2 hands, multitask. Like, get an apron. I thought it was weird though, so I played the video backwards. Sure enough, you play it backwards. She's like, I've made a huge mistake. Come pick me up. He's so boring. We're like, yeah, we know. We met him. He's the type of guy you get halfway home from the theme park before you're like, oh shit, where's Doug? Oh, no, we have to go back. My wallet's in his fanny pack, so. Oh, do not feel bad for Doug. He's terrible. Every time he tells a story, somewhere, a child loses a balloon. I went to their wedding. I'm so glad I did. I learned a lot. If you're single, go to as many weddings as possible so you can walk around just like, okay, not this. We watched her walk down the aisle for what felt like 45 minutes to an hour. Oh my God. These 20-something brides are really milking that walk. Just like. I'm a princess. It's like, you're a Bigfoot, speed it up, we have lives. I swear when I get married, I'm gonna jog a little bit down the aisle like I've been in a crosswalk too long. Just like, yeah, I see the numbers going down. I'm gonna have you out of here in 9 seconds. So she gets about halfway down. Everybody's like, she's an angel, she's beautiful. She looked okay. And you ever go to a wedding like, huh, that's your best, interesting. So, don't be scared. Let it resonate with you. So she gets about halfway down, and I start getting antsy. So I go, you know what? I'm going to check out the groom. Because usually at this point in the ceremony, the groom's crying a little bit because she's so beautiful, he's so lucky, they made a mistake, whatever it is. It's part of the experience, and I wanted my money's worth. Those knives weren't cheap. So I look towards the front, not expecting like a blubbering mess of a man, just like a light produce aisle mist, you know? Like a respectful, let's keep those zucchinis damp type of deal. And he was dry as a bone, you guys. Nothing going on. Just another Tuesday for this asshole. It's cheaper to get married on Tuesday. And I thought to myself, wow, if that happens to me, I'm gonna stop my wedding. Like, you know what? Cut the music. Just cut it real quick. Babe, come here. We're just gonna say miss him. Sidebar. So much fun. You need to get your shit together. I showed up. I have a spray tan. I'm wearing flavored underwear for you. Yeah, pot roast panties, just like your mom used to make, which is weird. That's a weird request, but I did it. Now we're gonna go back out. Don't look at them, look at me, I'm your future. You focus up, buddy. Okay, oh, don't start crying now, it's too late and too early. You save that up, because we're gonna go back out there and we're gonna get it right this time, aren't we? Yeah, we are, because if you don't, I will make your life a living hell. Do you understand me? I could bake you cookies every day, or I could make you miserable forever. I don't give a shit either way. I just need a project, motherfucker. But it is feelings like this that indicate